Hello everybody and welcome back to LELB Society, our YouTube channel. This is Dr. Hariri, and in this video I'm gonna analyze one of the IELTS essays submitted to us by one of our students with this title, Housing Market. And let me just read out the full essay topic or essay question is: these days, many countries are dealing with overpopulation and need to properly accommodate their citizens. Do you believe that new houses or homes should be constructed in existing cities, or should new towns or cities be built for housing development? And okay, so this is the real essay model. As we know, overpopulation has become one of the significant challenges and issues for governments and countries. This is a good general background added before the topic sentence. New houses and apartments should be constructed, and there is an argument whether new homes should be built in the city or new cities and towns should be built for housing development. Okay, there is an argument on whether, or about whether, or it's better to say a debate about whether, and should be for housing development. I personally, this comma should be omitted, assume that the second option is a better choice because constructing new homes in existing cities comes with many consequences. Okay, so the reason is not that clear because it's too general. Consequences, what kind of consequences? And even actually some adjectives could be added to consequences to make it more explicit, let's say. And also at least one or two reasons should be added in the introduction. So what kind of consequences? As I said, dire, adverse, negative, and others. And you've not mentioned any specific reason why you have selected the second option except for some consequences. And there is some redundant part in your introduction after the word argument. For this reason, the first paragraph has become rather long, although you have not stated any support for your opinion. Second paragraph. Cities and towns are built with a general assumption of the number of citizens in the first place. Moreover, when the population grows over time, the cities will evidently, without comma, the comma should be omitted, evidently lack enough space for new people. Consequently, it is the duty of the government and mayoral, that should be mayor, to come to a conclusion. As a matter of fact, it's better to say to seek a solution, find a solution, or arrive at a solution, not a conclusion. I believe that, first of all, constructing new cities for house development is a better choice, because this comma should be omitted. And also it's better to put another comma in terms of the appropriate use of punctuation marks. It's better to put a comma here actually, because there is one after all, because existing cities do not have the capacity of new citizens, and it will deface the city's view and system. Deface is a good word in terms of lexical resources. But secondly, here a couple of lines above we have first of all and then secondly. It's better to be consistent, whether second of all, first of all, second of all, or firstly and secondly. Many should not be capitalized because it is not located at the beginning of a sentence. Many cities have houses that are historically aesthetic. Another good vocabulary item. And destroying them would take the culture and the stories away. Take the culture and stories, the second there should be omitted because it is redundant and implied. And also story does not make much sense here. That it's better to just change it to history or heritage or architecture or infrastructure. Reconstruction and repair are acceptable, but demolishing homes and building apartments instead are inconvenient. So we are dealing with two entities or two things: demolishing homes and building apartments. So these are two entities, therefore is should change to are. And inconvenient is not a very good or appropriate word here. It's better to be substituted for appropriate, because inconvenient and inappropriate, let's say, are not interchangeable. So it's better to say inappropriate. And here are my notes. The third paragraph. The next reason why I do not agree with building new houses in existing towns is that it is the major problem why heavy traffic exists in the first place. So you can see two why phrases. Once here and the second time is here. So it's better to avoid two why phrases in the same sentence. First of all, agree about or on something and agree with someone. So the preposition should be on or about. And also it's better to substitute and to change this part. It is the underlying or main causes of heavy traffic instead of major problems why heavy traffic exists. And the roads and highways do not have the capacity for vast numbers of cars and vehicles. However, by constructing and building new towns, this wouldn't be an issue. This would not be an issue any longer or anymore, because wouldn't is a contraction, and you should avoid contractions in your IELTS essay. Furthermore, overpopulation in existing cities spoils the environment as well. Remember, both furthermore and as well show addition as transitional devices or conjunctions. And in one sentence, you cannot use them because both of them have the same interpretation, that is addition. So if I were the essayist, I would just omit as well. And because this sentence and the following one are semantically or meaningfully interrelated, therefore this dot or period should be converted into a comma, and air pollution is one of the consequences, and should be added here. And air pollution is one of the consequences. Okay. Consequently, the essayist has used this conjunction twice, at least as far as I remember. Therefore, it's better to use another conjunction of the same meaning, like as a consequence or as a result. This would bring diseases or cause diseases. It's better to say cause diseases and respiratory problems. Okay, the conclusion. Building new cities, to me, is a better and more beneficial solution to overpopulation. Compared to what? Compared to building homes actually in existing cities. So we have two options: either building homes in existing cities or building new towns or cities and building home in new towns. So you need to be very clear and unambiguous. Avoid any kind of ambiguity as far as possible. In this way, we will experience less traffic and more clearer weather, and the primal construction of existing cities would not be destroyed. Construction should change to infrastructure or architecture, because actually construction means building something or making something from scratch that did not exist before, but we're talking about existing cities. Therefore, they have existed before or earlier. So construction should change to infrastructure or architecture or structure. And my analyses: your introduction and conclusion must be revised accordingly. Cohesion and coherence 18 out of 25%. Grammatical range and accuracy 14 of 25%. Lexical resources 17 of 25%. Task achievement 21 of 25%. Spelling good. Punctuation average. Word count 311 words, which is perfect. Time on essay writing 35 minutes. And I advise the essays to just put some time for proofreading, because the essayist has not proofread the essay. And altogether, overall, I can give the essays 6.5 of 9. All right, I hope you enjoyed this essay analysis and assessment. Remember, you can visit our website at LELB.net and submit your essays and articles for complete analysis. Thank you so much. Take care and see you soon in our next video. Bye bye, everybody.